If you are looking for a Nollywood movie that will make you question love, loyalty, sacrifice, and the true meaning of family, then When Brothers Break, starring Frederick Leonard, is not just a film, it is an emotional experience. Before I dive in, let me drop this quick disclaimer. This review is inspired by content from Frederick Leonard TV. All credit goes to the creators and cast. I'm simply here to break it down the way we do it on Flicks and Feels, raw, emotional, and real. Now, let's talk. The story that hits you in the chest. From the very first scene, is it true? You can already sense tension. The movie doesn't waste time. It pulls you straight into a deeply uncomfortable but powerful conversation between two brothers. One is dying, the other is sterile. Let that sink in. Blaze, Frederick Leonard, is terminally ill. He has lived fast, loved recklessly, fathered 3 daughters with 3 different women, and now he's preparing to die. But death isn't what scares him. Regret is. He carries guilt for something that happened years ago, taking his younger brother Kobe to a brothel during university days, where Kobe got infected and became sterile. That guilt has lived with him for years, and now, as his days are numbered, he wants to make amends. But how do you atone for destroying your brother's chance at fatherhood? By offering to father a child for him. Yes, you heard that right. A proposal that breaks boundaries. Blaze tells Kobe, "Let me father a child for you. Blood is blood." Pause. Imagine your own brother telling you this. The logic sounds simple on the surface. The child will still carry the family bloodline. The lineage continues. No outsider genes. No temptation for Nancy, Kobe's wife, to seek another man. But is blood everything? This is where the film becomes more than drama. It becomes a psychological battlefield. Nancy, the silent storm. Nancy is not weak, and I loved that about her character. When Kobe presents the idea, she explodes. "I will not sleep with my brother-in-law, period." And honestly, who wouldn't react like that? She married Kobe knowing he was sterile. She chose love over motherhood. She accepted vulnerability. That is powerful. But here's where the movie becomes painfully realistic. Society. The whispers, the pressure, the blame that always falls on the woman. Kobe begins to crack under the weight of public perception. He fears ridicule. He fears Nancy being blamed. He fears dying without a legacy. And slowly, the idea that once felt disgusting starts to feel necessary. The emotional tension is unreal. The anniversary scene? Beautiful. 3 years of marriage, love overflowing. They choose each other every day. Then boom, Kobe brings up the idea again. The shift in mood is sharp. That's what makes this script powerful. It shows how one unresolved desire can poison even the sweetest moments. Nancy eventually says, "I'll do it, just for you." But here's the question. When sacrifice becomes this extreme, is it still love or emotional coercion? The execution scene, without being graphic. The scene where they finally decide to go through with it is uncomfortable, not because of physicality, but because of emotion. The lights discussion? Lights off so we don't keep memories. That line alone carries trauma. There is no romance, no passion, no connection, just duty. That's what makes it heavy. You can feel Nancy disconnecting. You can feel Blaze's guilt. You can feel Kobe's desperation. 3 adults, 1 decision, infinite consequences. Frederick Leonard's performance? Let's give flowers where they're due. Frederick Leonard did not act. He embodied Blaze. The calm acceptance of death, the charm with his daughters, the quiet guilt, the moments of weakness. His scenes with his daughters are especially touching. The generous father, the playful banter, the live life speeches. He says something that struck me deeply. You are not going to get out of this place alive, so make sure you live before it's your time to go. That line, that's life advice wrapped in cinema. The nurse subplot, a mirror of regret. There's also the nurse character who works closely with Blaze. Through her, we see another side of him, reflective, almost philosophical. He tells her he has lived fully, loved, lost, gained again. But here's the irony. A man who lived recklessly now wants to control legacy in his final days. That contradiction is what makes Blaze layered. He is not a villain. He is not a saint. He is human. When things start to break. After the first attempt fails, tension rises. Nancy is emotionally exhausted. Kobe wants to try again. Blaze is running out of time. And then Nancy shouts, "It's my body. What about how I feel?" That line shook me, because in all the conversations about bloodline, legacy, and brotherhood, Nancy's body became a battlefield. How many women silently carry the weight of decisions they never truly wanted? This movie doesn't scream feminism. It doesn't preach, but it exposes. Themes that hit hard. Let's break down the major themes. Number 1, guilt. Blaze's guilt drives the entire story, but can guilt-driven generosity ever be pure? Number 2, masculinity. Kobe struggles with sterility. Society ties manhood to fatherhood. The movie questions that narrative. Number 3, love versus legacy. Is love enough without children, or does legacy complete a man? Number 4, pressure. The fear of what will people say destroys peace more than truth ever could. Number 5, boundaries. At what point does sacrifice become self-betrayal? What I loved. Strong dialogue. Many lines are quotable. Emotional realism. No cartoonish villain. Layered performances. Moral complexity. This is not a black and white movie. It leaves you thinking long after it ends. What could have been better? Let's be honest. Pacing in some middle scenes drags slightly. A few conversations feel repetitive, and I wish Nancy's internal conflict was explored even deeper. But overall, solid. Final thoughts. When Brothers Break is not just about brothers. It's about how love bends under pressure. It's about how guilt can disguise itself as generosity. It's about how family can both heal and wound. And most importantly, it asks, if blood is blood, does that justify everything? Now I want to hear from you. Would you agree to such an arrangement? Is legacy worth crossing moral boundaries? Did Blaze truly love his brother, or was he easing his conscience? Let's talk in the comments. If this review made you feel something, please encourage me. My channel has been quiet lately, and I truly want to grow again. Please subscribe, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share this review with someone who loves Nollywood drama. Let's build this community again. And if you enjoy deep, emotional, thought-provoking movie breakdowns like this, check out my channel Flicks and Feels.